You've probably seen this before. It's the little girl that has the crown of candles on her head. So when I was a little girl, we celebrated that, and there's this big, long thing that I won't explain right now. But basically, I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning, and my mom would wake me up, and we would make faslas bula, which all the ingredients that go into this are white.
Can you please say that one more time?
Faslas bula? It's like festival bread.
What nationality is that?
Swedish.
I'm Swedish.
Oh, me too.
And you didn't know what it meant.
Lundstrom. I'm a bad Swede. What are you going to do?
Well, you're not, yeah.
I'm Swickenese. I'm Swickenese.
He's not Orthodox. Yeah. That's the problem.
I'll tell you. Anyway, go ahead.
We would make faslas bula, and the oldest daughter in the household has to
wear the crown of candles?
Put on a crown of candles and a white dress and a red sash, and then serve your parents breakfast in bed, because Santa Lucia
While
was
you're on fire?
Well, she was a martyr. She's a saint, and I call her the Swedish Robin Hood, because she would steal from her pagan rich husband, and then she would bring food and goods to the people, but she would do it at night, so she had to wear a crown of candles, and then her husband found out about it and stabbed her in the stomach, which is why you have the red sash
I don't mean to sound skeptical of this, but I think what might have happened is your parents just suckered you into getting breakfast in bed. I think this might be a made-up holiday.
So it might be, but all of Estes Park celebrates it, and when I was 16 and 17, I had to do it for all of Estes Park, and I had to wear real candles, which, by the way, it's really hard to get wax out of your hair.
What's your last name?
It's Ecker, but that's from my father.
Okay. What's the Swedish part? What's the mom?
Johansson.
Lundstrom.
I'm still hung up here. Wait. We're going to do this at night so nobody sees me. And then I'm going to set my head on fire and hope nobody notices. Like, why would you not? That doesn't make... You're not a martyr. You're just not very smart. Like, that's...
She became one because she got stabbed in the stomach, so he was able to find her, so that happened.
But she became a martyr because she wasn't smart enough to put the friggin' candles out.
God likes them dumb, Bob.
Well, Lucia means light. So Santa Lucia is the festival of light.
I'll have to ask. It's funny because I talk about being Swedish on stage, although I am Swedish. Leif Ceder's Swedish. Like, his mother is from Sweden. Like, so the first time
she was on the bikini team, I believe.
Maybe.
I don't have no idea.
But when the first time I was on stage, I was talking about it. And Leif, this is one of the first times I met Leif Ceder, a comic out of Denver. He comes up to me and wants to start talking about Swedish cuisine and all this shit. And I said, I'm like Swedish, just like genetically.
He's actually lapsed
just talk about
Swedish.
pickled herring, and you were in.
Salt cod. No, that's Norway, isn't it?
I said the word crepe cracker once, and we were in. That's,
The what?
Crepe cracker.
That sounds
you heard of crepe cracker.
That sounds like something you pick up in the combat zone.
It's got like potatoes and it's...
Woofda. She knows the combat zone because she lived in Boston. That was actually
name me any Swedish dish. It doesn't sound like that.
Swedish meatballs.
Swedish meatballs.
Swedish pancakes.
I think those are all Americanized.
I'd go with you. No,
I have the recipe for Swedish pancakes from my grandmother.
I could make Swedish meatballs into a venereal disease if that's what you want. I mean, I'm not... That was the...
I do, Bob. I really do. I want to hear that.
So do you guys celebrate Christmas, Gary, or your family, or no?
My family's gone now, but we used to. So now I go to them. No, this was before 2009.
So you're the last of the Sixkillers?
Oh, no, they just live in North Carolina.
Oh, son of a bitch. I thought they were dead.
Because that's where they landed after the hurricane came.
I was already feel bad for Gary. Like,
you still can.
I don't want to now.
No, believe me, you probably should.
Okay, all right.
Talk to Bob. But, no, I go up to my buddy's cabin every Christmas since my family went away.
And shoot at the white man.
Sometimes I shoot into the woods. Like, you seen that Game of Thrones show?
Chicken?
I had never watched it.
No. Oh, well, there's these zombie things that are like ice monsters or whatever. And whenever they come, there's this big burly fog. And sometimes I'll take handguns when I'm up there.
That specifically have 6 bullets in them.
Yes.
Yeah, right. A 6-shooter.
Oh, yeah. Colt 45, baby. And
suddenly
then,
he's Gary D. Williams.
Yeah, then there'll be this fog running through the trees into the clearing I'm standing at, and I'll shoot into it and yell, like, ah! White Walkers!
And that's how that lady lost her life last year.
I knew what you meant by yell, Gary.
White Walkers!
Gary, I thought you were right to begin with, so it freaks me out. It's like white-on-white hate when you're shooting at the white man. It's like...
Not the white man, the White Walkers. You guys really got to check out Game of Thrones.
I read the books.
Oh, well, then,
That's right, a comic who can fucking read. You heard it here first, folks.
I watched the TV show.
Wow.
I read the Wikipedia page and then watched the TV show.
Gary, if you
With,
hear if
with
you
a
hear,
solid knowledge base.
if you hear a sudden whistling sound, that's my respect for you falling.
I don't.
Wikipedia.
Wow.
How do you think I got through college, Bob?
On a grant. Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I didn't.
No, actually, he did. It was a Frito-Lay scholarship.
I'm doubting the Sixkiller thing. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to.
Seriously, it was a Frito-Lay scholarship for his prize-winning essay, Funyun, Nature's Perfect Food.
Me like a
Nothing's
Funyun?
perfect.
I'm sorry. That's very racist. I'm sorry. We'll make fun of the Swedish people later. I'm Swickenese, though.
I'm Black Dutch.
Black Dutch?
Yeah.
Butch?
Irish, French, and Italian.
Are you really?
And a fifth
I got
Scotch.
the Irish. There's a picture of Bob online when he's younger with the bright red hair, and I looked at it and I laughed. Horribly laughed. It looks like the mailman's. Yeah.
It's bad. I was like the redheaded stepchild. Like that was.
My grandpa was the mailman.
Don't ever insinuate that again.
No,
Gary.
no, he was.
Grandpa's last name was Five Killer.
It was Snyder, actually.
Grandpa's last name was
Skipped
Letter
generations.
Carrier.
So
Letter Carrier.
6-letter carrier.
6-letter carrier.
how many times are you online and people have to ask you if that's your real last name, Sixkiller?
Nobody.
Everybody just accepts that as your last name.
I asked Bob the other day if that was your real
Yeah,
name.
she did too.
But no one asks me online, you see, answering your question.
Okay.
Most people don't believe it.
I had to ask. I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just don't leave like much room for people to ask me follow-up questions when they first talk to me because I have a hard time warming up to people.
Generally, he just blocks them. Like Gary's friends goes from like 1 to 7 to 5 down to 3 down to 1 down to 7.
Yeah.
So
how do you describe my comedic style, Bob?
Oh, is it comedy Tourette's?
Yeah, that's right.
Like seriously, the first time I met him, I was like, "Oh my god, dude, this guy suffers from comedy Tourette's."
nice.
Because I mean, it was the straight, but it's one thing to have non sequiturs, all right? We all know Kevin Bennett. Kevin Bennett has a fistful of non sequiturs. That's fine, okay?
I heard he had a fistful of something else.
But you're talking about a guy who would get up there and go, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in high school. Fuck puppies." It's like, what the? Where the hell did that come from?
Wow. Gary does that?
Yes.
Metaphorically,
okay.
that's where his set goes.
All right.
Jesus,
So
God,
just-
Nutella. Like that was.
Hey, I haven't done that one in a long
I know. The
ass
first time he
time,
hollered
Bob.
out, I'm like, "What the fuck does that even mean?"
Now I usually close with telling lesbians to stay into women's prisons or talking about jizz dripping off of my chin. Those are one of the two enders that I have now.
Well, geez,
As a
spoiler alert.
replacement. Yeah.
God damn,
I'm
Gary.
sorry.
At least 2 of the people listening to this podcast haven't seen you before.
Yeah. Maybe I have. I don't know. I
You both have. And
I do a
you
lot
don't
of drinking.
remember.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I meet people for the first time 3-4 times. It's sad. What are you gonna do? You know what else I like to drink? Hey, do you ever drink glug? That's a holiday drink. Swedish glug.
No, my family doesn't drink.
They're
I
not-
drink, but my family doesn't drink anymore. But apparently
they're
there
Reformed
are
Swedish.
stories.
Apparently, it's like magic because my great grandfather,
think we
full-blooded
should go
Swedish.
find some.
Magic, it turns you into a racist if
Well,
the
no.
stories of your great-grandfather are true.
Well, they are a little true. He's Swedish. My great grandmother, full-blooded Hispanic, doesn't speak English. But when they drink glug, they would understand each other. You know, he'd say, "Well, mama glass un poquito." You know, they alcoholism knows no bounds. My mom would tell me a story. But this stuff's like potent. It's like Everclear.
Yeah.
Do you know glug though? I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So it's
You
it's
gotta-
Swedish moonshine.
It basically is what it is. Yes, but it's a holiday drink. It's the yeah. So I've never had it either. I've never tried it.
I think we
no
should
one-
try and find some. I think
no
that
one
should
in
be our
Sweden
goal
remembers
for-
our
the New
thing.
Year's.
That's how you and I will celebrate
By next
our
Christmas-
Before
Swedish
recorded
Christmas. Yeah,
history.
that and just a package of Swedish fish.
Swedish. Okay, I'm down with that.
I'm not cleaning that mess up. I can tell you that right now.
Although if it's that potent, like I'm bad with like that kind of like I'll end up naked in a different state kind of shit. Like oh fuck, not again. It's
But Gary, it's Gary. What? You're Gary. No, and you're Moose.
okay.
So we're all
Hi.
on the same page.
I'm Gary.
You can't prove that. Oh, sorry.
Who are you?
I'm Gary Sixkiller.
Is that really your last name?
I think we talked about this for a good chunk of just a minute ago.
I know this is getting nothing to do with Christmas. This is going to be the Christmas episode,
yeah.
but that's I should have known better.
What about the Festivus?
So what are you doing for Christmas this year, Gary?
I'm going to the mountains. I'm going to sled away from trees this time.
To shoot at the white man. You already told us that.
No, I don't think there's going to be guns this time, but hopefully there will be psychedelic mushrooms. That'd be a magical Christmas Eve.
I don't. Yeah, no, guns and mushrooms not a good idea.
No, you keep the guns and the mushrooms separate.
Kirsten?
That was a Warren Zevon song, I believe. Lawyers, Guns, and Mushrooms.
Maybe.
I think was the
Remarriage and divorce runs rampant in my family, so I am going to celebrate Christmas Eve with the European grandparents because St. Nicholas comes on Christmas Eve. He doesn't come on Christmas Day.
Okay.
And then Christmas Day, I'll probably be with my mom, and then later with my dad and my stepmother, and then the 26th is when I will hang out with my 4 other siblings and their children and celebrate that.
So you don't have kids?
I don't have any. No. Well, I mean, last year I had 86 of them.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob, what are you doing for Christmas?
Sounds expensive.
It's going to be pretty quiet. It's just going to be me and Sue and the kids at the house staring at each other.
Did you get all the shopping done?
Did I? No.
Yeah. You don't do any shopping?
I try not to.
Yeah, you let Sue do it all?
I don't, yeah.
What's the big toy this year for the kids?
I have no idea.
You're such a great father, Bob.
I honestly don't know.
Glug. Glug is a great toy. No, my mom... never mind. That story sounds like it probably should stay inside of me. But no, Glug is a good gift for a child.
Yeah, because you can give it to them over and over again, and they think it's the first time every time.
It was. That shit will erase your memory. I ain't kidding. It's as bad as I thought it was.
It's as bad as Is that what you just said?
Yeah,
it's as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah. So, what was the big toy when you were growing up? What's your favorite toy you ever got, Gary, for Christmas? What's the thing that you opened and you were happy?
Oh my God!
Was it mushrooms
This is
and guns?
another sad story. This is just one of the many depressing things that's led me down this path of self-hatred.
All right.
The thing I was most excited about that I can remember was for Super Nintendo. I got this Yoshi Safari Vidya game where you're like going to Yoshi.
Yoshi Safari,
stuff.
what a game?
A Vidya game.
Is that?
What the Christ is a Vidya game?
Yeah, what's a Vidya game?
I feel like we're in Revenge of the Nerds. What the fuck are Robster Cross?
Carry in your pocket?
What?
Was it the thing that you would carry in your pocket? Was that?
No, that was a frog. This was a Vidya game.
Actually, that was a small sack of weed.
So it was for the Super Nintendo, like the original Super Nintendo?
No, the Super one.
Not the original Super Nintendo,
The Super Nintendo?
No, okay, so let me give
How
you
long
a
have you been doing mushrooms exactly,
brief
Gary?
history.
What is in that mason jar, sir? Is
7
it Glug? We
years.
know it's Glug.
7 years and nothing. Hold on.
Nothing now.
Yeah, nothing's in that mason jar. But no, there was the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Right.
Hereforthwith will be known as the NES.
Okay.
That happened before I was born. And then I was born and old enough to see commercials for games on that. And then came the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, okay.
SNES. And that was the one...
The SNES, if you were in the loop.
Yeah, the SNES,
Yes.
if you were like in the business.
Right.
It was the SNES.
They had your Game Force
And
subscription.
my grandma got me this game called Yoshi Safari, which I was already balls to the walls deep Super Mario World.
Right.
That was the first video game I played.
You know, I don't wonder why they don't want you around children. Like, honestly, when
don't-
you use the phrase balls deep in Mario Land, like, that tells me right then and there, you'll never even be a janitor at a grade school. Do you understand that? Like,
It's a little hot.
Meatballs deep.
Swedish meatballs deep.
Swedish
Well, I was going for the Italian joke.
It's Mario.
Ace the you.
Oh, no. Stop that.
What's
I
a-
stopped doing that as a joke.
but I want to know what the Vidya.
Yeah, what the hell's a Vidya game?
It's a video game.
That must be
Is
limited
that just
edition.
what you call them?
No, it's just what Southern people with slurs call them.
Thank you for that.
Because you like veg
So it's
out and watch
it's
a game.
colloquialism.
Is that what
Okay.
So it's a Vidya game. Like V-I-D-O-E.
Video game.
Vidya.
Vidya game.
Vidya game.
As
Okay.
Hank Hill from
Yeah.
King
Okay.
of the Hill
All right.
Yeah,
would
what was
say,
the,
it's a Vidya game.
I'm really happy you had to explain all of that.
yeah, if you had given us a little backstory in the first,
Where would the fun be in that?
it was the old Clint Eastwood movie, the Honky Tonk Man, when he was the singer, and he comes running out of the hotel room, and there's the goober guy from the gas station. He's like, "When's the next bus leave?" "Leaves tomorrow at 10. "Where's it leave from?" "Right here." "Right here? Where's that?" "Right here."
Okay. All right.
Have you ever seen High Plains Drifter, Bob?
Uh,
That's a Clint Eastwood
yes.
classic. And it has a midget with a whip in it, which makes it one of my... You know,
Gary,
no,
please.
what is that?
Gary,
No, you'll
Gary,
like this story.
Gary, listen to
The
me.
lyric cinema.
If there was ever a story that sounded like it should have stayed inside you,
That one was earlier.
Please
This one's
believe
coming
me.
out. No, that Lyric Cinema where you and the Four Horsemen did that whole DVD recording.
Indeed.
Yeah, the first thing I ever did there was go and watch High Plains Drifter. And a dude came out and explained that there was a midget in it for